Welcome folks, you've got Hans and Ollie here, and today we're going to make something very, very special.
Yes, Ollie, I have the pleasure to show you how to make good old Swiss bread. It's actually their soft rolls.
Now it's more than that, I hear, Hans. It's a family recipe.
Yes, it is. As you know, I grew up in the Swiss mountains at 1,645 meters above sea level, which is about the top of Mount Ossa in Tasmania. And we had a joke that it said 8 months snow and 4 months cold. So it was always a pleasure to stay and spend time in the kitchen, which had a good wood stove, and that's where the baking all started.
A family recipe from the Swiss mountains. This sounds exciting. Let's get started.
Yeah, I think so. How about if I just tell you, for starters, what ingredients you need?
That sounds great.
Okay, let's
What are we
start.
going to use?
We're going to use 1 kilo of plain flour, right, and we whip it through this, make it nice and fluffy, right. You notice that I have that container, the mixing bowl, in a bit of hot water. So what it does in the end, it will help to rise and it will ferment the yeast a lot quicker.
That is clever, Hans.
Yes,
that is clever.
Now in here I have one tablespoon full of dried yeast.
Yes?
And on top of that, I put 1 teaspoon of sugar in it.
And the sugar's for?
Just a teaspoon. And the reason why the sugar is so it raises the yeast a lot quicker. Right?
Fantastic.
All right. Now what we're going to do is, okay, here we have 600 mils of liquid. It's half milk and half water.
Okay.
The trick is, it shouldn't be cold, but all about lukewarm. So what I do is just zap it a couple of seconds in the microwave to make it warmish.
We're definitely learning all the tricks of the trade here today, aren't we?
Of course, needless to say, we didn't have microwaves in my time, but it just warmed up the milk then. So I'll put it in for 30 seconds. That should keep it nice and warm. Not too hot. We don't want any skin building on the milk. In the meantime, I'm going to make a little crater in here, right?
We've definitely got the mountain feel happening with
Yeah, well, it is
turns like
mountainous,
craters
isn't it?
and
Yeah.
wonderful.
And we are going to prepare that. In there, I will pour that yeast, but first I need to put a bit of milk in and mix it all up. That's done in no time. As I said, not too hot, nice and warm.
You're a whiz in the kitchen, Hans.
Oh, only from there, nice and easy, nice and slow. And you can fill it up as much as you can carry it around. And you stir that so that the yeast can start working and fermenting. And as I said, the sugar will help all that. In the meantime,
You're a master.
I have 200 grams of butter in here. And the 200 grams of butter I put in here to dissolve nice and slowly. Obviously, it goes slowly. And sometimes you just have to wait a little bit, but that will dissolve very quickly. If it does go too slow, you can stick it a bit more in the microwave.
Okay.
You just don't want big clumps of butter when you pour it into the
Into the dough, into the crater.
Right.
Yes.
Now, this one here, I'll pour the yeast in here now in a nice crater, right?
Yeah.
And one of the tricks is to put a bit of that stuff around, so then after a while you will see how it will start bubbling.
Well, let's see how that goes.
We figured out about 15 to 18 minutes. You have to check it. You soon find out the consistencies, and when it gets into a ball.
Yeah.
See, it's taking on already nice and...
Yes.
Have a look at this. In winter when it's cold. In summer it's alright, but it helps to speed that stuff along a little bit. This bowl, I will put the dough before the rice. You have to give
Yeah.
it a bit of time, but so it doesn't stick on the bowl, I put a little bit of good old olive oil on there and just rub it around on the sides. That's all. That's all it's for.
You're a true master. True master.
Notice that I used original Australian virgin,
Oh.
extra virgin.
Absolutely
So,
amazing.
mucking around here, you know.
Yeah, good quality ingredients.
Yeah,
There's no
good quality
substitute.
ingredients.
No
These are
substitute.
Australians even better. You see how that is nicely rolling around now? It gives it
Yes.
a nice consistency. So we're only about 4.5 minutes of kneading,
Yes.
and we need a bit more. Depends
So-
on the day and on the moisture.
So how many minutes of kneading do you normally take?
It depends. Last time I needed 8 minutes.
Okay.
But today it looks like 5 minutes is plenty.
Okay.
They say the longer the better because you have to put it in the bowl and then ready the rice.
Yeah.
Being a hot day today, it probably won't have any problems with that thing going up nice and good.
Perfect.
So, normally I have a supervisor here which is called my wife. Right? And she always tries to tell me you need to do this, do that. But I sort of learned everything from her and she's been a good teacher. You know?
Yeah.
Such is life. I'm going to switch that off now.
Okay.
Lift that up. Look here, the beautiful thing, it just falls off the hook. Huh?
You're a true master.
Oh, I think
A
so.
man.
Nice. See that?
Ah,
And you just put it in there, make sure it goes nice and under.
yeah.
And now the rest, the yeast will do the job. Hopefully. What I do also say is, you often use a bit of a wet towel around it. Or you can also put glad wrap.
Yeah.
Okay, but moisture is very important. And needless to say, when you handle all that stuff, you wash your hands and you don't have any silly rings on which all the bugs are hidden away underneath, you know.
Hygiene.
Hygiene is number one. I learned that from my wife. She says,
Yeah.
I used to be-
Safety.
I used to be a motor mechanic, and you know, when I did, she said, you need to wash your hands, darling, because they smell of diesel. All right, so what I do,
Safety and hygiene are most important.
and I put that in a place where the sun can hit it, and Bob is your aunt.
Hey, hence the dough's risen.
Yes, look at it. It came up nicely.
And how long did that take?
That depends on the temperature, of course, but I think it was about half an hour.
Fantastic.
You know?
And so what do we do now?
Now what we do is, the first we do this, we bring that in, we set the stove
Yeah.
on to 200 degrees.
200.
Yeah, and no fan force. Just
It's
no,
important to have the fan, no fan.
No fan, otherwise you might get them too dark. Huh?
Okay.
Now have a look what I'm doing now.
Yes, I am.
Punch my fist in there.
Oh, that's
Right.
pure enjoyment, I bet.
Oh, I do. Anyway, and I will start just to get rid of the thing. We put a little bit of flour on the table.
Yes,
So,
yes.
some people use some special trays, but that's a very good bench top, so we can use that,
Yep.
right? I then get that hooverlecken out of the bowl.
And this is where it's important to have greased the bowl with the olive oil.
Yeah, otherwise you have even more in there, you know, there's a little
Yeah.
bit left, but that's nothing really. Just put that to the side. That sounds like magic here, eh? Anyway, here we go. Now the kneading, there's a certain
The
way of
kneading.
doing it. The kneading is this, not knitting, kneading, right? You knit. So you do this, then you fold them in. And then you do this again. See how beautiful that is. That's
You've got a wonderful technique.
that sounds
Hans.
like David Attenborough, do I? That's wonderful how that comes up. And you fold that in
The David
again.
Attenborough of the kitchen.
Yeah, well, David Hansmold has good going well. And you fold that in again. And you do it a few more times like that. and it's just, I can feel it already how nice and doughy that is.
Elastic.
And then you whack that down a few times. That's to get all the air out. Huh?
Yep. We're definitely giving the viewers a treat here. They're learning a lot of tricks.
I do, don't I? And I just, this is really relaxing, you know, that stuff. If you could put your hands on there, you would feel how beautiful that thing, that dough is now.
So not only is it therapeutic, but it's feeding the family as well.
It feeds family too, doesn't it? Yes.
Exercise and food.
Yeah. Now that's just about enough.
And saving money, that's a trifecta, Hans.
It's a trifecta, alright? Yeah. So I'm very happy with this.
So what do we do now?
So now we're going to make, we have a little scale here, right? I'll put it to 0.
Yeah.
In a minute, hopefully it will go down to 0. And
So you're going to chop up the dough
yeah.
into bun-sized pieces.
Yes, we make about
And what size?
150 grams. 45, 135, 150 grams.
Okay. Well, let's. How big's that?
I don't know whether the battery's got mother. Round about like that. See how much that is. That's 170, that's a bit too much. 140, 145. Make them 140, huh? Then I make little round balls like that. And I press the knife in upside down and make that nice little groove. They then go on the tray. Can you follow me?
I'm
or am I
following.
too fast?
It's difficult to keep up with you, but I've been able to follow.
Okay, that's good. And the same goes.
And we'll do this a few
The
more
rest
times
of
until it's all done.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you don't have to film the whole lot. You don't get about 13,
But
14 hours.
It's
Very
a, it's a
important to
joy.
make
It's
it
a joy
nice.
to watch a master at work.
It is, isn't it? I'm good all round at everything, as everybody knows.
Hans, you look like you're nearly done.
I'm just about done, yes. It's a bit of a challenge sometimes, but
Oh, well, that's
We
life.
can do
That's
it.
life, really, isn't it?
yeah, that's life. Life is full of challenges.
Yeah, but a little bit of Weckley will.
Yeah, Weckley, that's what they're actually called, the Swiss bread.
The Swiss mountain bread.
Yeah. Well, it's not. It's actually all over Switzerland, but they are easy to make.
But you learn it
fast,
from the mountains.
from the mountain. You could even make them in the bush, but then you would have to carry a kilo of flour, wouldn't you?
Oh, they are looking good, Hans. They are looking good.
Okay? How would that be?
You're a master. These are the tips and tricks that amateurs need.
Can't learn that in any university.
True, true.
You know, you got to have that down pat.
Yeah.
I guess it's in the blood, right?
Yes.
I inherited that from my father. He always wore a beret. We're not French, but you know, berets are associated with France.
You do it justice. You do it justice.
Oh, I can speak French.
Yes.
Un petit peu, monsieur.
Very. And what did you just do there, Hans?
Yes?
What was the
Well,
process?
I just put a bit of milk over the top,
Yes.
make them nice and golden.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Who
You
doesn't?
will see
Who doesn't
inside.
like golden buns?
Golden bun. Beautiful.
And how is it going in the oven then?
The oven, oh look at them. You probably can take a shot of them.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah, they're
they look glorious.
Yeah, they're not finished yet.
Okay.
Need
Well,
a bit more.
a little
10
more and
minutes.
we'll be back into it. Now,
Yes, sir.
what are we up to, sir?
Here we are. We opened the oven. They're all done. I had a good look.
Oh, don't they look beautiful?
I think they look just magnificento. Huh? Oh, a bit of Italian in that, you know.
Yeah.
As you know. I'll just grab them nicely, put them on a bit of a almost all into water. Yeah? Blimey, they're hot, huh?
It's strange.
Yeah.
Woo!
very hot. So I need another one of those. Guys, put that on here. And a bit of meat, that's what I have them for.
Let me get over there and have a look at these.
And in goes the other lot now.
Don't they look just fantastic, guys?